Recently, the homepage for AE App Labs was redesigned, and today we're going to see how to do this animated hero effect. You see here the dog. So I've already set up this template project based on the last video. This is already initialized, and I've already opened it up in VS Code. So we have it here. Just make sure you have enabled watch CSS. So what we're going to do is we are going to create patterns like this. So there's an app called Hike. We're going to use this layered waves. Create multiple or some random waves like this. You can specify different colors to start with. This one, in fact, you can put this one. Yeah, let's maybe go with this, or you can even choose bigger. It's all purple now. Just specify, you have to specify the width here. I missed this in one of my earlier attempts. So you leave the background color as it is, or you can change it. Or we can even have it without the background color, which is what we're going to do. And finally, when you're satisfied, so when you're satisfied, you just download the SVG file. I'll just use Notepad to copy this and bring it into VS Code, but first we have to specify a section called hero, and let's also have a div called waves container. Inside of this, we'll place this SVG file. Let us do some formatting so it'll be easier to read and edit. And we can also remove some of these extra tags there. I think we can make this 2000 since my screen is kind of big. So once that's done, let's open and see it with the live server. Yeah, you can see that image here. Let's work on the CSS. So since we are not using any CSS framework, let's do some reset. By specifying padding and margin of 0, we eliminate the default margin and padding supplied by the browser. Let's use a darker background color. Yeah, I think that works. So to go with it, we'll just do a white text color. So once that's set up, let's define the classes for the hero. On hero, we're going to specify a position of relative and width of 100%. And inside that, we'll have the waves container, which will be of position absolute and a width of 100%. Also define as the index of -1 in case we have to apply another text layer on top of it. So how do we do the animation? So let's go to each of these paths. So each of these paths, and let's add a class called wave on the top 4. So the SVG file is essentially here we have defined paths which correspond to each of the wave. They have different positions and the styles will be different, and they'll have a different fill color. And how we define a wave is we're going to specify an animation on it. The name of the animation, which we'll define just right now, is called wave animation. You can use whatever name you want. Let's have a default duration of 5 seconds and let it run for infinite number of times. And once it reaches the end, let it play back in reverse. How we define the wave animation is using the keyframes attribute. So name here animation. Essentially we'll have a from state, I'll have the transform attribute, and I'll apply the translate property. So let's have this 0 along the x-axis and -20 pixels along the y-axis, and the final state be another transform translate 0. Let's make it 20 pixels coming back. Now you can see the waves are all of these waves are moving within the same time duration, which is 5 seconds. So this is the default time duration given. Now what we have to do is just need to override the animation duration. So here let us have this as 4 seconds for the first wave, and for the second wave we can make it like 3.5, and this one we can make it 2. Then we have one more. Okay, let's make this 6. So save it. You can see they're moving in a staggered fashion. I'll have one which is in 2 seconds. That might be going too fast. So essentially that is it for this tutorial. See you in the next video.